Welcome back to the Relics of the New Republic by Dustfire Media. I'm Steve, your illustrious and industrious GM. Actually, I'm not illustrious yet, but I am industrious. I promise. I'm working hard. I'm joined by my betters, specifically 4 of them, namely Nikki Bond, Will Jinkies, Danny Wickman, and Just Gus. In lieu of the banter question for today, a little game I've decided to call Explain That. I will give each of you a phrase. I just want you to tell us what it is. Wrong answers only, meaning that if I give you a phrase that already has a real meaning in the universe we inhabit, you have to give us a different meaning. So feel free to give us a fake origin story of this, or if you want to riff on etymological roots, like if you were explaining something from a dictionary, or if you want to just make a PSA or an advert, a historical BBC special, just weave whatever spell doth serve you well. Danny, your phrase is plain taco music. Explain
Plain taco
that.
music?
Yeah, what is plain taco music?
So specifically, it's literally when you're playing instruments, you're playing music, but you're only using instruments that are shaped as tacos. But the conundrum is the conundrum C. They figured this out back in the 30s. Is that there aren't many. So typically, when you go to a taco music show, it's either just silence or like crying and just wails of pain.
In Wales.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what
that's
taco-shaped instruments there are, but I appreciate your answer. Will, am I echoing in Video Ninja? Should I do something?
You are. I don't know what's up with it.
Should I be muted in Video Ninja?
No, don't mute Video Ninja. Just mute the tab.
Yeah, let me make sure I can do that.
For anyone at home listening, the note comes from Justin. So if you'd like to blame anyone for us having this knowledge, you can blame Justin. Or you can thank him. It's up to you entirely.
Okay, am I sounding better now?
I'll wait a second and see what anybody says.
That's right.
I say we keep going for now. It'll be fine.
I also say that we keep going. Yeah. Sounds good. Now it's back, he says. Sounds good. I don't know which it is then. But
it sounds good. We're set. We're good.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Danny, thank you for introducing us to plain taco music. I had no idea what it was. Now you've explained it for me.
I also figured out there's one taco-shaped instrument.
What is it?
It's a guitar, apparently.
What?
You know, a long-haired white man has it.
Oh, there's a taco-shaped guitar.
There's one taco-shaped guitar in existence.
Well, I'm sure that...
So that's why they call it the pursuit of taco music, because everyone's just trying to find him to play their shows.
I interpret that as you thought guitars were taco shapes, just like naturally. I was like,
yeah.
What are you talking about? They're literally a taco. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Girl, I'm thinking.
Oh my god.
Nikki, your phrase is quitting cold turkey.
Well, it's what turkeys do whenever a cat finds them. They just like fall over and pretend to be dead. And then they just like kind of quit life.
Wow.
Same.
I'm sorry to all the turkeys that were harmed by this message.
All those young turkeys listening to the podcasts out there.
This podcast is a safe space for turkeys, we promise.
But cats are not a safe space for turkeys.
No.
Yeah. Brilliant explanation of a very mysterious phrase in the English language. Jinkies, your phrase is to take a rain check.
You know, guys, My friend Nadia was hit by a car 1 year ago today. It was a city bus in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. And I just think that's lovely. And, if you really think about it, missing one's bus stop is kind of like taking a rain check in the modern day age. Because nowadays, when it rains out and you check your coat in at the coat check and you are sitting there wondering, why is there a coat check at the bus stop? You have to really stop and think, wait, should I have stepped in the middle of the road? And the answer is no. So Nadia, if you're listening, I'm just so happy that Greater Bridgeport Transportation did not kill you a year ago today. Godspeed. And that's a rain check, ladies and gentlemen, and to those in between and everyone else, really.
Yeah. That was a beautiful, circuitous, and surprise ending answer.
Why is
Thank
there
you,
a coat check at
Jinkies.
the bus stop?
For those who are out there at the bus stop, if you see those coat checks, I hope you feel seen. I hope you feel like you've got a little more clarity now. Thank you for explaining that, Jinkies.
You're so welcome.
Last but not least, Gus, your phrase is thick as thieves.
Oh, it's just a very attractive thief. That's just extra thick, like a milkshake or peanut butter, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, thicker than a bowl of
Butter.
oatmeal. It's just
Mhm.
it's a spoonful. And they thieve to get thicker. That's all it is.
Thicker than an over-whisked gravy.
Thicker than an over-whisked gravy. Thicker than mashed potatoes that have been mashed into glue.
Like the horses.
Like the horses.
Like the horses. I was hoping that if I say it, that I'll understand it better, but it didn't work.
Like horses are, when they can't race anymore, they go to a special place up north in
They turn
Connecticut.
them into mashed potatoes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. If they don't get turned
Connecticut's
into...
brought up twice already.
It sounds like a terrible place.
I'm never going back.
Connecticut is the only place worse than Connecticut, is, as we all know, is Akron, Ohio, because Ohio.
Because
That's-
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can vouch.
There's just like a comprehensive list of reasons why places are bad. And if you go and see the directory for Ohio, every sub place within Ohio says it's bad because it's in Ohio.
Yep. It's just knowledge. It's the thick thieves are from Ohio as well. That's the
they
real
got
thing.
out.
Yeah, they got out of Ohio, but then they found the
Well-
horses and sent them to the special farm in Connecticut,
In Connecticut.
where they turn into mashed potatoes and not glue.
Yes. And that is why.
I don't know.
That is why we are moving on from this lovely game.
Yes, we broke it. We broke it.
No, that means we won the game. If Steve gives up, we win.
That's
I
how
think
we
you
win
all
Avatar
explained
Legends.
that very well. So,
I like
For those
Justin's
who,
answer. It's just 2 plus-size thieves vibing. That just makes me think of, look at all these dudes
Yeah.
being guys. So it's like just 2.
All these dudes being guys.
look at all these plus size thieves.
Look at all these plus-size thieves.
Just buddying up.
Well
Well,
done, you broke the game.
The perfect system.
yeah. I think that was a successful first experiment with Explain That.
You gave us so much
on
power,
to-
Steve.
On to our wonderful show. Let us open. Tonight we open on a sunset sky. 2 imposing figures standing on top of a building, pulling boots out of ice. As one does when they have just been harassed after being knocked out by Amuk and friends. Donna speaks first. Brother, I'm going to crush that waterbender. With another final yank, Perla frees one of her boots and responds, "No, Donna. He's cute. Leave him to me." Donna sighs. Fine. You hungry? Yeah, I could eat. They both check their pockets. Where's my gum? And my money? And my... No, they didn't. They did not. Whatever you're mad about, you'll get your chance, says Kumadi, reaching the top of the ladder and stepping onto the roof. Just got a street rat to talk. Our target is a PI named Cho. He was just seen parked outside of Todo's in the West End. Summon the whole triad and take him alive.
No.
Yes, boss. One more thing. He has something of mine. Something fragile. Anyone who returns it to me intact will be repaid generously. Not just yuans. What is it, boss? I'll teach them a forbidden technique. And we cut. To a lovely group on Air Temple Island.
I gotta get in character.
Jing Min, you wake up. You feel lighter. All of your bruises are gone. You're no longer in a dingy alley. You are in a cozy wooden room. And as you open your eyes, you feel that even your chest wound is barely noticeable. You are well. If you have not yet, clear all of your fatigue. But given that you were taken out of the scene not by falling off your balance track, but just by being taken out in the classic fashion, you have all of your conditions marked still.
Mm-hmm.
As you blink your eyes open, as she blinks those eyes open, who is there waiting by her side? Is it all of you? Is it some of you? Just curious.
I feel like a mook could be there.
Fumi would also be there, just resting on one of the beds.
Yeah, Lynn's there.
Nice. Jing Min, you find yourself in a different place than when you were just fighting Kumadi and then dreaming about being on a throne with her as your footstool and so on. What do you say?
Kumadi, where's Kumadi? And Jing Min will start to like get up. Does she feel any pain from sitting up, or is that not even really prevalent?
None at all.
All right, so then Jing Min juts up, like sits up
Whoa,
on the bed.
whoa!
Where's
the healer
Kumadi?
backs away from you,
And like
she
she
seems
instinctually
well.
reaches for her bow, but it's probably not there.
Correct.
Where is she? Where am I? Who's he?
Jing Min, calm down. You're safe now. You're at Air Temple Island.
God, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I thought I was dead.
Wow.
This looks, for some reason, I
of.
always picture heaven as a hospital.
We're gonna unpack that later.
Mook is just mouth open, just this kid.
Whoa, what happened?
You're in a safe place. I'm Daruna. I'm a healer on Air Temple Island, which is where you are.
Did
Yeah. That pretty much sums it up.
Jing Min looks at the rest of her friends. Did we win?
Yeah.
Yeah, we won.
Daruna surveys all of your responses. Did you win what?
The horse betting.
Oh, that sounds dreadful.
Yeah.
Jing Min will look at Daruna baring teeth and say, "Can you please give me and my friends some time alone?"
Yes. If you need me, ring this bell. And he gestures at the bell just inside the door for you, Fumi, and then steps out.
Thanks, Daruna.
Sure thing. whatever you did, don't do that again. Bye now.
So yeah, we won.
So we killed them all?
Oh,
No, we don't do that for now.
No, yeah. No, that was a test.
oh, we got you something. And Lynn's gonna produce a picture of Perla, give it to Jing Min.
Jing Min takes it. Oh. This is lovely, Lynn. Quite lovely.
Yeah, it is.
Jing Min,
Why?
it could be anyone's guess whether it's Perla or Donna. But it is lovely as Perla and Donna go.
Why do you have a picture of them?
Oh, I have the other one too. Produces the other picture.
Oh my god.
You know, they carry pictures of each other in their pockets. It's kind of sweet, but I question the nature of these pictures.
Maybe they just have it out for each other.
Yeah, that's where I was going with that.
I'm not quite sure that's it.
I think they just want to fight. Well, I feel strangely okay. So I think we should. I completely forgot what we were doing.
Oh, we found out more about Shadowpaw while you were asleep. I guess Shadowpaw is working with a spirit or something. That's about all we know.
You know, I can't shoot arrows at a spirit. So
Well, I'm sure you could.
I could try it.
Yeah, we'll see when we get there.
All right.
Well, no, until we try. We just need to figure out where they are.
Jing Min will just sit up and start like getting ready, like gathering her things.
Are you going somewhere?
I mean, we're not. We're gonna keep going and keep like figuring this out, right?
You've had a kind of
yeah.
rough.
Yeah, don't you need to rest some?
Yeah, the car, the combat, the car.
What do you mean, car? What? Oh, I jumped out of a car.
The car was a while ago.
Kind of hit you too.
I would argue I hit the car, Lynn.
Yeah, that's true.
That's you know what? Yeah.
Someone was hit by a car or hit a car.
But I mean, I feel great.
That's good. Do you want a piece of gum? Pulls out the gum I took from one of the twins.
Rainforest Roots, great brand.
Sure.
I think
Grab
we should
it,
really
start chewing.
go over everything we know. Fumi, I'm pretty sure we need to get you to the pro betting stadium, right? I don't know how much time we have for that. Oh, benevolent
Yeah,
God.
so that is
How much
tomorrow
time do we have?
morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just, like,
evening now.
Looking at his book.
You
His
all
date book.
feel, yeah, just keeping track of things like time, which is difficult. Yeah, I mean, you all feel tired, except for Jing Min, of course. And so, you know, some light is fading. You could rest some, but you also remember that at some point, Cho was expecting you at Todo's Catgator stew. It would be possible to get in a short rest before going there, or you could discuss something. What do you do?
I don't know about you guys, but now that Jing Min's okay and we don't need to worry about her, I could kind of use a nap. I'm a little tired.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I
Some would say
am kinda-
fatigued.
too.
So we
Well-
rest for a little bit. We meet up with
Yes.
Show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can all rest here, so we'll all be together when we're ready.
Perfect. Where are the snacks, Fumi?
Oh, I'll show you. Fumi like beckons him to follow.
I hope you love vegetarian snacks, Amuk.
You know, snacks are snacks. As long as it's crunchy, it can be
I'm sure we
vegetarian.
have some nuts somewhere.
Yeah,
Legumes, perhaps.
some legumes.
Yeah, I'm curious how this sits with Jing Min. So, Fumi, you're able to guide them to some guest beds. There's tons of fluctuation in who comes through this island, and so it's not hard to find hospitable spaces designated for exactly this sort of purpose. And those who choose to rest for a bit, you may clear, let's say, 3 fatigue. Things are cozier here.
Whew.
I think Jing Min will sort of like begrudgingly like agree, but as everyone else goes to sleep, Jing Min will actually leave the quarters that we're resting in, maybe wander around the Air Temple Island a little bit, and at some point she'll also ask if she's able to use some of the training areas to train. Like I picture her like using those the poles that the air nomads practice balance on, using those as well as like shooting arrows at some of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's really just using this time of nap for everyone else as a time herself to train.
Ooh. Okay. As you wander around the island, Jing Min, and I'm assuming this place is new to you.
Oh yeah,
Is
I
this
don't
your
think she's
first
ever
time
been
here? Yeah. Yep. You bump into a locked entrance to what looks like a training hall. It's quiet now at night. All the scheduled sessions are over. But Jaruna is kind of walking the premises with a ring of keys and tidying and checking that things are in order, and is flipping a sign outside of the training facility that just says, closed. And then turns and
Hello?
sees you. Ah, good to see that you're about. Feeling well?
Yes, thank you. I need to get in here right now.
What for?
Is there like a sign that says training facilities?
Yeah.
She looks at that, looks at them, looks back at the sign, and looks back at them.
Jaruna starts to mirror you and look at the sign and look back at you. And back at the sign and back at you. Are we... I take it you'd like to train. Is that
Yes.
the message here? Ah.
Yeah.
Are you an airbender?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Not essential, just more of a matter of perfunctory asking.
Well, one would say that the arrows that I loose from my bow at great speeds pierce and bend the very fabric of the wind that pushes back against it.
You are an audacious one, aren't you?
I don't know the
I would
meaning
like
of the
you to
word.
roll plead, Danny.
Okay.
It was like you're such a reach.
Pleading. I'm just gonna assume. I'm just gonna assume I take a -2 to this because I have all my conditions marked.
I think that's fair to assume.
Yeah. Rolling with harmony, which is 0, so just -2. That gives me a 7 though, total. So
Ah, nice. Well, let's see. On a 7 to 9, they need something more. Evidence that this is the right course. I must say, Min, was it, right?
Yes.
While I'm not concerned about your physical injuries, you mended very well. I could tell in the hours of tending to you that you are not well in other respects. And while training can be, I suppose, a good way to vent, I am a little concerned. And so,
Look.
Jing Min, this is your opportunity to add a little something more.
Yeah. Look, I'm sorry, I've completely forgotten what your name is.
No problem at all. It's Jaruna.
Look, Jaruna, I let my friends down last night because I wasn't good enough. And I thought I was good enough, but I'm just not there yet.
Are you referring to the matter with the horses?
Baring teeth once again. Yes. The horses.
So that was this same day. I can see you've had quite a long one. But this is a noble cause. I will open it for you. Please be mindful of the windows with your arrows.
You won't regret it.
And they turn and work through their keys and unlock the training center and open the door for you and light some lanterns. And when everything looks pretty much ready for you, there's some targets set up and things like that. Jaruna gives you one final word before parting. Min, for what it is worth, I do not think your friends are nearly as disappointed in you as you seem to be in yourself. And Jaruna steps out. Jing Min, do you think you receive this, or do you brush it off?
I think as he says that, Jing Min will just keep a stern face. But as soon as he turns around, she sort of drops that mask. And we, the audience, see that it definitely affects her. Like, her eyes begin to well up, but then she quickly shakes it off and starts sprinting to the training grounds. So, I don't know. Maybe she like half accepts it. I think she... It's something she doesn't believe. Definitely.
Yeah. I would like for you to clear a condition of your choice, whatever you think is appropriate.
I think it's between guilty or insecure. I think I'm going to clear guilty because I think she's still insecure. So
fair.
Heck yeah. What a benevolent GM. Thank you, Sir Steve.
Hey, anytime I can get an NPC to step in and tell Jing Min to cool it, I'll be there.
Yeah. I do want to point out, if the next morning, if Jaruna checks the training grounds, no broken windows, littered in arrows, or at least arrow holes. Just completely. Just ooh.
Yeah, which raises the question. Does the group rest through the night and just plan on meeting up with Cho later? Or do you think it's more like short rest and then head out?
I think short rest. Just in terms of thinking of the fiction, I think it would be a short rest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very well. So it is not quite the morning when Jaruna will discover what remains of the training facility. Let's say that it is very late at night when Amuk wakes the rest of you to get ready to go. Is there anything you'd like to do before you leave? Okay. Where do you go?
I say we go meet up with Cho.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
Are you
sounds
laughing
good.
because that rhymes, Danny?
No, I'm just laughing because knowing what we know as players, but our characters don't know at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying not to
Ooh-wee.
metagame that at all, but I'm
Yep,
just like,
yep,
no,
love
we had
that.
plans. We had plans to meet up with Cho. We should go meet up with Cho, regardless of what we don't know.
Love that for you all.
That
Yes.
also still rhymes.
Yeah,
That's right.
And that's why I hesitated and I was like, maybe we should go right now. But no, that makes no sense for any of our characters.
Lynn is very happy to rest, I'm sure.
Yes, exactly.
Rest. Amuk has a pocket full of legumes and a bowl full of granola as we just start walking our way over.
Yeah. As you make it to the water's edge before crossing, you see a little boy walking around. It's Bonten, just humming to himself and wandering, and then he looks up at you. Oh, you're leaving. Hope you had a good time here.
Yeah, I'll probably be back. They might be too.
And you're looking better. You were like dead before.
Who are you?
I'm Bonten.
She'll
I'm the
look
one
at
who found
Amuk.
the book, the Dumpy's Ledger.
Ugh.
I'm sure everyone told you about that. It was very important.
Yeah, it
Amuk is
was.
like, Bonten. Gotta keep that secret. I'm trying to.
Oh,
It's
right.
Don't tell anybody, but we got that. We're trying to build up the excitement for Dumpy's.
Mm-hmm.
We got to spread a rumor, but just don't tell anyone it's definite. You know, we got to start slow.
Okay. Got it. Yes.
Jing
It's safe
Min
with
will
me.
tug at Amuk's shirt. Be like, can we trust him?
Yeah.
She'll look up onto and say, I trust you for now.
Okay. I trust you too for now. And I guess it's good that I see you before you leave, because I wanted to say that it seems like you're doing something important. And I'm glad you're listening to the spirits and looking into things with the saddle going missing. So I don't know. If there's ever any way I can help, I want to help.
Okay.
Thanks, Bonten. One of the most important things you can do is don't tell Tinzin.
Okay. I'm really good at not saying things and keeping secrets. So
We believe you, Bonten. And if you
Thank
ever
you.
betray us, we're going to be so hurt if you can't keep a secret.
okay.
As
Oh,
Amuk's saying that, behind Amuk, Jingmin's like motioning it like an arrow, pointing right at him.
oh, that's not necessary. Nope,
No,
that's okay.
It's
no.
safe with me. Okay.
Thanks, Bonten. Don't worry about that.
Okay. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about that. He just wanders away from you.
I know what's up with you guys. He's an elder. I can be mean to him.
Oh, God.
It is funny using the phrase little boy to introduce a 14-year-old to the scene and then realizing that, yeah.
Yeah, he's an elder.
He is your elder. Okay,
Oh,
as you
boy.
cross the water, you cross the water without incident. And I assume you just go to the place that Cho told you to meet him at, which would be Todo's Catgator Stew. Now open late is a nice little banner in the window.
We love a late night Catgator stew.
Open till bar close.
As you approach the lovely, just warm glow of this building, you see Cho's car outside. You see a few other cars, but not all is well. As you get close, you see several shattered panes of glass. There's somebody just kind of hastily cleaning up fragments of the place inside, wearing a Todo's attire, which is a very singular green apron with a frogadiile on it. What do you do?
Boomy goes in and is like, "What happened here?"
Oh, it was terrible, I gotta tell you. Folks came in here right angry and pulled some fella out of here with a fedora on.
Wait,
I don't know what kind of trouble he was in, but it had to be something mean and fierce.
Did he look like this tall and really just stoic and like
That sounds right.
Did he
He didn't look so stoic when they dragged him out of here, but
was there any lightning when he got dragged?
Well, some harsh words were exchanged, but I gotta say he comes here around quite enough that he probably doesn't want to lighten the place. But he went more or less quietly and looks over at the smashed windows. The smashed windows were kind of like the entrance of the angry folks.
Did you see this person? And Lynn takes out the photo of Donna.
Well, that is mighty strange. I believe I did see both of that person.
Oh, I am so sorry.
They are twins. Yeah, no, you did see two. Yeah.
All right then. Well, I'm sorry for the state of the things here. Can I fix you some Catgator stew? It's real good if you eat it with your mouth.
As opposed to,
I never understand why folks ask that question around here, but
no, I get
that's fine. Yeah,
seems to me to be the best way to eat it.
Catgator stew with some crackers, please.
All right, I'll fix one up for each of y'all. Any vegetarians here?
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
Oh. Have you been a vegetarian this whole time, Lynn?
Something about eating cat just makes me a little.
It's a Catgator. It's not.
But it's real close to an owl cat. I don't. That doesn't make me feel good.
That's fair.
Jing Min will grab Lynn's palms, look her in the eyes, say, "It's not real. It's not real. It's not real."
What's not real? What's not real?
It's not working. Never mind.
I'll take a one step away from the light. The bugs are in your skin. They're in your skin.
You're gonna gaslight Lynn?
Well, so it's two vegetarians then. Looks at you, Fumi, with your sash.
I don't think I'm that hungry right now.
Oh, all right then. So two of the normal bowls and one vegan bowl.
Yeah. And then also, before you get that, did you see our friend? Was it just him that got taken away? Was there anybody else with him? Did he leave something behind before they took him away?
He came in here alone. He always does that. What is it he goes by? He goes by, what was it? Don or something like that.
Donna?
No, Don.
Oh, Don.
Yeah, I think that was his name. He doesn't say much when he comes around here. Just mostly mumbles to himself, takes notes, narrates things happening around him, like me bringing up the Catgator stew.
It's the
Did
pensive
he
type.
leave any of
I'm so
those?
sorry.
Did he leave any of those notes?
I haven't gotten over to that part of the restaurant to clean yet. You're welcome to take a look. Are y'all police or something? Y'all look young except for this guy. Well, you look young too, but just not as young, I suppose.
It's okay. I'm older. It's fine. We're associates of Don's. We're in the same trade as him, and we're meeting him to exchange notes. If you'd like, could you please go get us that stew now, or I pick up more of your accent, and then I'm stuck with it.
Well, that's what they say all the time. Truth is, it's not how I speak.
Oh my god!
What?
Gotta love that.
My
gimmick.
great-grandfather founded this place and insisted that we keep the accent. It's part of the mystique and the grandeur of the brand. Anyway, I'll go fix that bowl for you.
Anybody else feeling real scared right now?
I feel very unsafe.
Coming right up.
Spirit here in this bar.
I feel very unsafe right now.
I don't know what's real anymore.
You just hear, like, from the kitchen, all this clanging, and it's coming up. It'll be real quick. Just,
Check out the booth.
Quick,
the reason for the accent, it's a funny story. I just get to talking sometimes when I get late guests, but
yeah.
Anyway,
he's
and they
talking,
just start monologuing.
Oh God.
Amoki's just quickly pulling everybody in, like, okay, look, what are the odds that he left something for us in his car, knowing he might have been followed? Why was he in here by himself? Where's what's his name? His name.
Cho?
No.
Thank you. Shengling. I don't know
Shengling.
why. I'm really hungry. The Catgator stew is on my brain. I can't think of names right now. Where is he?
Yeah. Maybe we should have a few of us check his car to check the booth.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. But
wait, I have a pressing question.
Yeah.
Do you think this means I can't join the Red Monsoon anymore?
No, you definitely can't join the Red Monsoon.
We're way past that point.
If anything, look, they're probably gonna come after us because we kind of embarrassed them. I may have taken it too far by sticking their shoes on the roof. It was kind of mean, but it was well deserved, and then we kicked them a few times while they were down.
That was good. That was the first good thing we've done in a minute.
Look, I'm not saying they didn't deserve it. I'm just saying we should have just stolen their shoes and given them to Benji or something, and maybe Benji could have used their shoes. I don't. It didn't feel right letting them have their shoes back, so I have regrets not doing more.
Should have taken their socks.
We're gonna
steal the shoes. No, we'll steal the shoes. Yeah, we'll steal their shoes
and more photos.
I'm glad that our aim has widened so greatly. I want to go to the car.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to the booth.
Okay. Lynn, do you want to go to the booth or do you want to go to the car?
I'll go to the car. I think if something bad happens out there, I've got more control over what's happening out there.
Okay, perfect. I'll go to the booth because I really want my Catgator stew.
No, you do that, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's have the booth goers first. Assess the situation. Whichever one of you would prefer to take the role.
Sure. I'll go ahead. Yes. What is a set? What? Oh gosh. Yeah, no, this is not great. I just got a 3.
Oh, try to stay close to your mic, Nikki. You got a 3?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Oh wait, sorry, a 4. Sorry, my creativity's only a -1.
Could I help?
Well, with one help action, that would put you up to a 5. And so that would still not do anything for you. Yeah, so
could I assess the
roll?
Sure.
Under other circumstances, I might, but I kind of want you to live with this one and see where the story goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, with assess the situation, we don't get really any of these questions, and so it's just what I give you in your observations. Give me a sense of anything specific you're doing as you look around the booth.
Fumi is like looking on top of it, looking under it, using her wind to just like clear out the glass on the floor for any like little sign of notes or something.
Yeah. Yeah, as you kind of pull wind around, a little piece of paper does come out, and on it you see some of the notes that totally fit the style of speech that you remember from Cho, particularly when he falls into his pattern of mumbling and self-narrating. It doesn't seem especially pertinent, though. It looks like it's just about some things that happened on a recent day, complaints about the weather, yeah, that sort of thing. There's maybe a mention here or there of Jing Min, that strange raccoon kid.
Fumi just like presents it to Mook. It's like,
What do you think? Is it a code or just him?
I mean, I think it's just him because, to be completely honest, Jing Min did look like a raccoon with those double black eyes. There was no kind of denying that.
Let's go to
Yeah,
the others at the car. One of you, roll assess the situation.
I can roll because I have a +2 to creativity, so that might.
Heck yeah.
yeah, don't follow in my steps.
I had a 0 in creativity, so it's fine.
That is a 12.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh, sorry, an 11. I did my math a little wrong.
It's all right. We're in the same zone for Powered by the Apocalypse. Well, on a 10 plus, you can ask 2 questions. Do you have them in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Yeah. And do you want to choose your second one, or do you want me to answer that first?
Could you answer that first, and then I'll
Sure.
have time to think about the second one.
Sure. Let's see, Lynn and Min. Yeah, it occurs to you, Lynn, as you're walking on the outside of the car, that you should be on the lookout for signs of struggle, or any indication, yeah, as expected, that Cho perhaps would leave behind a hint as to his whereabouts or well-being.
Okay. And then the second one is going to be, well, who or what is in the greatest danger feels like it's been answered already. I'm going to go with what here can I use to find Cho?
Okay. Yeah. Well, I would be curious, in leaning into the fiction, do you break into the car? You do find it locked.
Are we at an era in which car locks exist, or can this be casual? Or like car lock? Yeah, is it gonna make noise?
Oh, like an alarm?
Yeah, an alarm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you haven't seen car alarms.
I'm gonna break in. I'm sorry. We're gonna use a little rock. We're gonna bust it open.
Earthbender style. I'm sure Jing Min appreciates seeing you do that.
Jing Min nods in approval.
Shh, don't mention that, please. Thank you. As Lynn
Secret safe with me.
sends the rock through the window.
Yeah, Lynn, as you get through that window and open up the car, reaching in through the opening, you rummage, you search, and strangely enough, you don't find anything inside the car, but you are undefeated, you are undeterred, and so you decide to look under the car. And inside one of the, just like between the wheel and the, I forget what it's called. The curved, my car knowledge is showing here. The curved section of the car that goes over a wheel.
The tire hub?
Tire hub. Is that right? Is it a
I
hub?
don't know. I made it up.
Is the hub the thing in the middle of the wheel? Anyway,
I don't know.
The
I
wheel
made
well.
it
Tires,
up.
I call it the tires home.
the wheel well. There
The
it
wheel
is.
well.
There it is, Gus. I could have sworn hub was like a hubcap, like the hub center. Anyway,
Yeah.
our intelligence is excellent. Thank you. Collectively, we are strong.
Not when it comes to cars.
You reach in to the wheel well, and you pull out let's say it's a compass.
Okay. Lynn stands back up, brushes herself off and holds up the compass and says, "So, you want to go north?"
Does the compass point north?
I didn't look. I just assumed that's what a compass does.
We should check if the compass points north.
Oh, we're gonna check and see if the compass points north. Which, so she like puts it down. She's looking at it.
Based on your knowledge, this is not pointing north, but it is pointing at the spirit portal in Republic City.
Oh, so it doesn't. We can't go north with this. Well, we can, but we're gonna go the wrong way. It points to the spirit well. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's. So do we go there? We want to go there?
Not. We have soup. Can we do the soup
I
first?
completely forgot about the soup.
I know. You never think about eating. You never think about eating. Oh my god.
Well, you know, let's go get the soup.
Okay.
That was
Jing Min, despite the fact that the compass is in Lin and Cloth's hand, you have extremely acute senses, do you not?
Yes. Oh, yes, she does.
Okay. And you feel something strange about the compass. I don't know if you consider yourself someone who would be attuned to the spirits. Do you have any experience with that? It's okay if not.
Not on purpose.
On accident, mayhaps?
Huh? I mean, because you saw how she was so reluctant to meditate with Gus.
Yeah. With a mook.
A mook. No, that was Gus at that time. Gus came down from the heavens.
So you just
No,
get an
with a mook.
uncanny feeling, man.
Okay.
Like there's something off about this thing. And as you bring it in to Todo's Catgator stew, the bowls come out. Here it is, y'all, hot and fresh. Don't forget, with your mouth. And then they put it down on the table in front of you. You sure I can't get you anything? You're not hungry?
Find a vegetarian bowl.
Okay, I'll get that fixed up for you. And so all that to say, as I was saying while I was fixing this for you, sorry if I was interrupting or talking over your dinner conversation. Sometimes I get excited when I got late night guests. But after 3 generations in Republic City, one's accent does tend to wane. But we insist upon keeping it here because that's what Grandpa always wanted. I'll be back.
That makes perfect sense.
As he was saying that, Jing Min is just lapping up her soup like a dog.
So should we not use our hands to eat it?
Oh, well, it is hot. I recommend, as I said, the mouth, but you could
You see
use a
Jing
spoon
Min is
as
in
well.
a lot of pain.
spoon and mouth are not mutually exclusive.
That's what he meant. He meant like a owl cat. You gotta stick your whole face in that bowl. Oh God, I'm talking like him.
So, that's all right. I have that effect on others. Some folks do try to go face first into the soup. It tends to scald, so I do not recommend it.
You
We
just
got a bad review one
recommended-
time. No,
Yeah,
no,
you
we
hear
don't-
Jing Min like quietly like as she's just
Oh
Going
no, they
face
did it
first.
again. I've been trying to tell the folks in management that we need to change our phrase, but they're stuck in their old ways.
You're gonna
I'll get you a cool cloth, honey.
guys.
Thank you.
Are we at a? Is there a communal review system for restaurants just yet in Republic City?
There is a bulletin that gets distributed, and people can write in.
What's it called?
Ooh, let's call it Yum or Yuck.
Yeah.
Yum or Yuck is gonna have a field day when they hear about the scalding burns this 12-year-old received. Oh my God!
The next best review bulletin is bussin' or discussin'.
I'm not opposed.
I was trying to think of how to say Zagat's backwards.
As we're eating,
Tagaz.
as we're eating, Jing Min will ask Lynn if she can take a closer look at the compass.
Yeah, it seems broken. You can have it. Feel free.
Okay. And she grabs it, moves the bowl out of her way, and puts her compass in its spot. Just puts her face right up to it, just sort of like looking at it, and like maybe knocking on it, putting it up against her ear. What is there anything getting like a closer look at it, and like having it like holding it? Is there anything else that Jing Min can like sense about it?
All that you notice now in the light is etched into the back of the compass is what looks like Cho's surname. But Fumi, you have experience with spirits, do you not?
Yeah.
I would like for you to roll assess the situation, and this is your chance to have a better roll on assess the situation in this session.
Gosh,
Oh no!
I hope that's a good.
Face forward in hands, not good sign.
Face
Two.
forward.
I know. Even if we all helped, it'd only be a 5.
Oh no.
That's true. That's true. It doesn't mean I won't give you anything. It just means you can't ask a question. So Fumi, you sense that this object has been in some way touched by a spirit.
can I see that?
Sure. And she'll scoot it over to Fumi.
And you also recognize that it doesn't quite point north, but it's definitely pointing towards the center of town where the new spirit portal is.
That's weird. We should follow this. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the shadow potting, but this compass is something weird about it.
Once you finish your delicious Catgator stew, and it is delicious, and so are the vegan options, by the way. This place is great. If you could give it a high Tagaz rating, you probably would. But feel free to give your full, honest experience on Yum or Yuck when you write in.
Make sure you write in. The glass on the floor is definitely a safety hazard.
They had us sit in glass and then shoved our face into hot soup. I don't know who this experience is catered towards.
Soup was delicious, but it was just a little too hot.
Reviewers can be so ingenerous. And so you, as you finish up and step out, you notice that the compass is alternating between pointing at two different locations. One, unmistakably the spirit portal, and another, who could say,
Oh, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go there.
Yeah, I'm with Jing Min.
The unknown one.
Yeah.
Amuk, Lynn?
Okay. Yeah. We'll
All
do
right.
another night out. Yeah.
Because I think if we go to the unknown one, there's a higher chance there'll be people there. And arrows can pierce people. Whereas arrows don't hurt spirits.
I think it still might have to do with spirits.
And can we talk about the murder thing?
I
We
never
really
said
have
murder
to talk
them.
about that.
You can bleed but not die.
Oh, okay. We're gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna make sure we talk about this later, because I'm getting
Well-
really worried.
We'll put an arrow in it.
No, don't put an arrow in anything. Don't put an arrow in anything.
It's my brand. As she just keeps walking.
Jing Min has high self-brand awareness.
She's marketable. What can we say?
You want someone to shoot something? Jing Min.
There you go. I mean, Kamadi's trying to pick you up, so, that was something.
You ever found yourself in need of a 12-year-old who can shoot things?
We
Jing
gotta
Min.
work at the phrasing of that advertisement, but I think we're onto something.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Now, feel free to let me know if you do anything else to whether to prepare or en route to this mysterious location. But otherwise, I will assume you just go forward into the night to
Lynn
Republic
is
City.
collecting pretty rocks on the way there.
Aw.
Lynn,
Just kind of like pats to make sure the Sokka's bow is still like there.
the boomerang? It is.
I'm getting my weapons all confused.
You've got so much Jing Min in your head, and we all get it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm just looking
He's
around,
on.
seeing if there's any new food stalls that may have popped up in the area as we're walking around.
Yeah, I mean, there are a few late night places open. What is most notable is that, what was it called? The place that had a booth for noodles and a place that had a booth for sandwiches.
Ping and pongs.
Ping and
Yeah.
Pongs. There it is. What is most notable is the lines outside of Ping and Pongs, which used to your memory, not stay open this late. But things are crazy right now.
Look at them.
And you just see
Wow.
them like in a storm trying to meet demand here. And people are quite happy to mix and match their ingredients.
We just walk by, wave, and like, hey, you're welcome.
It's them.
With our help, Dumpies can reign again.
Despite the busyness and the size of the line, Jing Min, Pong runs up to you, having spotted you.
Ah.
I just wanted to thank you. Are you a business consultant?
Yes.
We would be interested, Ping and I, in meeting with you at your earliest convenience. Thank you so much for this idea. You're the one who did it, right? Who put the things together?
Yes.
The noodle sandwich.
Yep. I called it the
Well.
Nude Witch.
The Nude Witch. Oh, we have been struggling to think of a name for it. Thank you. Everybody, it's called a Nude Witch. And
God.
everyone cheers.
You might want to think about that one for a little bit longer.
Yeah, put an
It
arrow in
sounds
it.
great,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I gotta go possibly shoot some things first, but I can come back and we can touch base later and I'll sign anything you want.
We need all your ideas. Okay. Runs back and starts whipping up more sandwiches on the sandwich side of things.
You have
And
to
the nude
start...
witch is official.
Oh, God.
Hey,
When you have to start
Move on.
thinking before you speak.
I lost my brand deal with the Red Monsoon. I gotta start something else up, right?
Above the table. Is Jing Min becoming a Republic City influencer? Are we going for a Jake Paul kind of deal here? What is happening?
She's holding up a selfie stick with her phone on it, and she's live streaming this all right now.
The first Avatar Legends campaign that ends because the character is self-incriminated by the entire time.
Self-promo has its risks.
Self-promo
everyone
does
be
have its
warned.
risks. That's
Jing
the
Min
risk
is
that
just
Jing
one
Min is
long
willing to
2
take.
PSA.
seconds. And we have a nude witch now.
Oh, we do.
Terrible name. Jing Min.
What is done cannot be
I mean-
undone.
I mean, the only other option would have been the sandal, and that's dumb.
Just
That's way more marketable than the nude witch.
Because you say, oh, we have a nude witch. And I go, where is she? And that's not productive for anybody.
You're like, do you want the sandal? Do you want the extra large sandal? Or do you want the sandal with no sand on dull?
Yeah.
The thing is, if you start promoting it as a sandal, a bunch of barefoot people are gonna start walking up to your stall, looking for comfy feet, and you're not gonna be able to provide that to them.
A matter to be explored, perhaps, in the future. But you carve through Republic City with, aside from this, considerable haste. And you find yourself not in Red Row, but in a similar dilapidated sort of outskirts area. It looks like it's been neglected for some time. And here you notice things are they're worse. It hasn't been all that long since the terrible day that a gigantic robot was fighting in Republic City's Bay against Avatar Korra and others. And the laser cannon that came from that thing in Kuvira's time, it destroyed some things. And so you just see the unmistakable marks, just gouged buildings, things that are condemned and covered in tape and warning signs. The city has not caught up with repairing and clearing out all of these. And so that's where you are. You surmise that it's definitely dangerous territory marked off for a reason. But the compass indicates heading straight forward into one particular building that looks like the laser had cut through, a corner of it.
Yeah. Bumi's just gonna go for it, trying to exercise some caution, but also she wants to see what's on the other side of that compass.
Yeah. Awesome. Everyone, as you step in, and feel free to pull back if you need to. Everything is, there's crumbling material here and there as you try to head into the building, but so far everything is safe and holds up under you. But you do start to hear the murmur of voices as you get further into the building. In the basement below, it's impossible to tell what words are being said, but the voices are raised.
This is the point where Lynn's pretty rocks start just floating above her hand. She just gets ready to maybe do something.
A hatch opens suddenly.
Huh.
And LJ comes up for a smoke. Do you all hide? Do you confront? What do you do?
Jing Min will shoot a blast arrow, but instead of at his feet, right on his face. Try to wrap it around his mouth.
And we use... Lynn's gonna stop that with the rocks. Nope. Get that off.
Jing Min will still try.
Oh. Because you specifically were like readied, Lynn, I think that perhaps this is a rare moment where you may be quick enough to interrupt Jing Min's impulse. Normally, Jing Min is quick to act and quick to execute. How
I think
do you
Lynn probably had
interrupt
it in the
this
back of her
bolus?
mind too.
Yeah.
Lynn launches the rock set with the intent to like just get it to not fly, to hit the ground as fast as possible, to not make a noise, to not cause more attention when people that might try to kill us are here.
So there is no contest roll mechanic in this game. And so it's just left in my court to resolve this. And I will say that your rocks succeed, Lynn. And they interrupt Jing Min's bolas arrow and clatter to the ground. And LJ, who is absentmindedly holding his very sore crotch and trying to pull out a cigarette and light it, turns with an absolutely aghast expression on his face. Oh, it's you again. Oh, no. And he makes to run back down into the hatchway.
Fumi's gonna send a huge gust of wind at him to try and stop him.
Excellent.
Real quick, before we move on, am I able to clear insecure for taking a foolhardy action without talking to my companions?
Oh, yes, you are, Danny.
Beautiful. Also, I realized I accidentally marked angry in pen, so I'm always angry now.
Well,
I do remember that. When in doubt, just write over it with further pen, making a new box for angry and so on.
Yeah.
I've definitely ruined many character sheets in strange ways.
Oh, yeah.
Your gust, Fumi, knocks LJ right over before he can get down into the hatch. And he just puts his hands up and says, "Okay, don't hurt me. What do you need? What do you want?"
what do we want?
We want to know what happened to Cho.
What do you want?
Oh, him. Right. He's downstairs. There's a clear look of guilt and apprehension in his face, Fumi.
And are your other friends with him?
Yes, you could say that.
And you're just letting them do whatever they want to him?
I didn't ask to be part of a triad.
I did.
Not now, Jing Min.
Sorry.
That's your prerogative, kid, but for me, it wasn't a choice.
You have a choice now. You can do something. You can fight against them.
Fight against them?
Yeah, we beat them.
You beat 4 of us.
How many are down there?
All of us.
How many is all of you?
More than 30.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
The Red Monsoon is not to be messed with.
Maybe we should have joined them.
No, you shouldn't have.
She's still got her heart set on you, little one. Don't know what you did to her. Weird spell you're weaving there. Anyway, do whatever you're gonna do, but just don't hurt me.
How about you don't tell anybody that we're here?
How about you help us get Cho out?
Ooh. What to do? I think the bigger ask is Fumi's. He nods in agreement to your request, Lynn. Of course. I'll just mind my own business. Go out for a smoke, walk a little ways away.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like I never saw you coming in the hatch. Whatever you do, you do. But helping? Fumi, I would like for you to roll. It doesn't sound like you're going for intimidate. It could be plead,
Yeah, kinda. She's like,
but it could be intimidate, regardless of your tone, based on the situation that your group is in. What would you prefer?
Ugh. That's hard because it's not like she's really trying to intimidate him in the normal sense. It's more like she wants him, like she can tell that he's not happy with being in the red suit and wants him to like acknowledge that.
Oh, yeah. All right. Let's call it plead. He cares enough for the time being.
Harmony, I got an 8.
Harmony, 8. Okay. Well. They need something more. Look, I'd like to get out of this as much as anybody, but the way to get out of it is not to turn against them. That's the way to dig your own grave. Surely you can appreciate that, seeing what Kumari's capable of.
What if his findings were just broken and nobody knew how?
I would have to. Oh no, that seems tough. Too many eyes on him. Too much pressure. They're really trying to get that He Shengling guy.
They don't have him?
Well, no, I thought you had him.
Maybe what if we made a diversion? We could always we could tell them, like, give them a hint that He Shengling is somewhere else so they go over there.
Yeah, you could. And so, I am deciding that what you have provided for the something more is not enough to turn him to your aid.
Okay.
Maybe we should just get out of here before you get hurt. And Jing Min says, baring teeth, giving him the stink eye.
Yeah, sounds good. And he heads out.
Was that the right thing to say? It seems right at the time.
Yeah, it's not like he was gonna do the right thing anyway.
So there's 30 people in there.
Yep, and 4 of us.
So...
But they are below us.
Oh, they're below us. Was that a hint?
I don't think we can safely take on 30.
Well,
We don't know
I
if
can
they're
take
all
on
benders
10.
or non-benders. Even if we take 6 apiece, that still leaves another 6. You can't take 10.
I'll take 16.
That's a kind offer. I think you don't have that many arrows, do you?
She looks at her arrows.
I have more than 16 arrows.
She has 20 arrows.
Oh. That makes sense. Were you... Sorry, Fumi, were you suggesting that we collapse the basement in on them?
Maybe.
I thought we don't
Joe's in
kill
trouble
people.
now.
Well,
What
it
an
wouldn't
idea, Fumi.
kill them. It would just,
I'm picturing you hold the compass. You notice as you've reached this point that the compass kind of spins around as it would if it indicated you being exactly on the place that it's been drawing you to.
See, like, we're in the right spot. We just need to go down there, either go down there or somehow get everyone out. If we made a diversion, then that would be less people.
Okay. Oh, God. Okay.
We can set the building on fire.
So, we collapse a section of the basement. Because I'm not strong enough for the whole thing. It's not in the cards right now. And then what do we do?
Do you guys know how to hunt rats?
No.
Well, there's 2 ways you can go about hunting a rat. You can crush them out. You can drown them out. I think this might be the 3rd option, which would be we crush and drown the rats out of the underground. I can flood, and then Lynn can crush, and hopefully we get the rats to run away.
And I'll shoot.
I'll watch for Cho so I can get him out of there.
That's the only thing I'm afraid of, is maybe we accidentally catch Cho in the crossfire. Because what rats do best is survive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yeah. Wait, what's a rat?
There's rats. It's just plain rats. A lizard rat. Have you ever hunted lizard rats?
No.
Rats. Rats.
Jing Man, it does occur to you that you have seen animals that do seem to be just plain animals before.
Yeah, there has been mention of a raccoon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. On occasion, you see a bird that you think is just a bird.
It's a bird.
What if you look real closely as the face of a human?
Oh, that's just terrifying.
Lynn's not gonna think
Oh,
about
that got biblical real quick.
Maybe it's a spirit.
Oh, no.
Oh, I like this idea.
You had me at crushing and drowning.
God, we have to talk to somebody. There are child psychologists around here.
I'm trying not to get Jing Min involved in this portion of it. I don't see another way we can handle 30 people on our own. Sometimes you just got to push the results or you have to be restrained. And I think right now it's more about the results.
Okay.
Make sure we don't hurt Cho.
Oh, he's probably...
Yeah, that's the remaining piece. I'm curious if you do anything to try to help Cho to ensure that he doesn't get drowned or crushed.
Because he's probably tied up down there.
Fair assumption.
Amook.
Wonder if I could sneak down slightly enough to just get a visual and maybe use my wind to protect him.
We could try a very old... Steve, stop me if this might not work.
Okay.
We could. He's used to be a part of the Bossy State Police Force, right?
Yeah.
There is an old code they used to use for when they couldn't actually talk to one another. Lynn, if I tell you how to do this, do you think you could at least vibrate the rooms in this exact sequence so he could hopefully understand that we're coming for him?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. So you're going to do it in this order. Short, short, long, long. Short, long, long. Short, short.
He gives you a full string of Morse.
Guys, I'm
It fits the fiction. Please stop me if it doesn't
trying
fit
to
the
write
fiction.
this down so I don't mess it up.
I'm trying to remember.
I won't hold you to the exact pattern. Don't worry.
Thank God.
I did give you the actual SOS pattern, so enjoy.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's
Wow.
the one pattern I know.
Thank you, Gus.
Oh my gosh.
This podcast is educational and traumatizing.
Wow.
It's the only thing I remembered from my dad.
Aren't most things educational?
Aw.
Aren't most good things educational and traumatizing?
Yeah. You can't learn without trauma. That's how that works, right?
It's a key intersection. Well, we'll talk
I grew up in
about
an Asian
that.
household.
Plenty to unpack on this wonderful show, both in character and out.
Gosh.
Well, you give these instructions to Lynn. Lynn, you are welcome to try to vibrate some portion of the structure that you're in, or perhaps maybe pebbles or something, whatever you prefer. Let me know what you do, and we'll decide what role it is.
Okay. Lynn is going to sit down on the ground and close her eyes and put her palms face down onto the foundation and repeat the sequence into the ground, trying to shake it.
Okay. Let us push your luck.
Okay.
E-T-L. P-T-L.
L.
P-T-L.
This isn't comforting because there's a consequence no matter what.
Yes.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
So, fun fact.
Yeah.
I have a -1 to passion.
No,
So
no,
this
no.
is an
No.
unnatural 1.
All right, it's okay.
That may
If
be our
we all
lowest
help
roll.
her, if we all help her, we get 3 more people to help her.
So if we get a small room
Steve,
together.
can we phone friends? Steve, can we phone friends from Twitch chat?
If
It would be so
they
fun
can
to do
make-
something like that.
They can
And-
make characters.
5 subscriptions right now, we can save this role.
It's a pay to win podcast, folks. If you want us to
It's a
get
pay to
the
win
story.
podcast. You pay, we win.
Who can say no to that? Who can say no?
Oh no!
Oh, wow. Well, Lynn, you begin to imitate this sequence and send tremors into the building. And it proves weaker than you even imagined. And so the ground beneath all of your feet gives out.
Oh my god.
Portions of the building fall in. Dust is everywhere. Things happen quickly before you can react. And you land in the room that was beneath you. It is very hard to tell in the dust what all has happened. The voices that were loud a moment ago are silenced. Not all of the area that you were standing on has collapsed, and so you start to hear set in a few voices shuffling, people trying to get their bearings. And after you blink a few times, you see Cho. He is tied up in a chair, as you pictured. Blood streaking down the side of his forehead. And he looks knocked out. And there is a bit of rubble around him and at his feet. Kumadi turns. She is unscathed, except for the beating she took earlier today. And she looks at all of you and says, well, how nice of you to join us. But you have taken from me my ability to speak with the guest of honor. She gestures at Cho's unconscious body.
Guys, I don't think that one's my fault. Okay, I want to live here and say that one's not on me.
We're playing an RPG. We can blame the dice. Yes.
I'm going to make a hard GM move, as they say.
That wasn't one?
That was. But I just feel that being in this room, you have a very limited ability to resist all of the benders that surround you under Kamadi's command. I'm going to say that you are quickly surrounded and bound. Your attempts at struggle are futile. There are too many of them, and they are too quick and too capable.
No, Jing Min is flailing though. She
Absolutely.
is like a raccoon. Like imagine trying to grab a raccoon. Just imagine.
Yeah.
As a mook's being
Cartoon
grabbed.
raccoon.
I'm just gonna hear him go like, hey, watch the legumes.
Lynn,
Once Lynn
is so wildly defeated after once again collapsing a structure we were trying to traverse through that she's just like a willing prisoner. They go, yep.
She puts her hands behind her back and everything.
Yeah, exactly that. Like hands behind the back, not resisting at all.
No.
We tried throwing some air around. It did nothing.
Jing Min, your bow is stripped from you. Your arrows. I'm sorry.
The sounds escaping from her mouth are feral. It sounds like a raccoon.
Give us a little taste, Danny.
Oh no. No, I'm kidding. There's something like
She has rabies. Please don't get too close.
That baby.
Oh, she's foaming now.
Clip that in Twitch. That is so accurate to what I imagine.
Yeah, this speed at which her teeth is moving is actually whisking the saliva escaping from her mouth, so it looks like foam.
No, guys, I'm so serious about the rabies. Please don't touch her. Please don't.
Don't give her water. Just don't go near
Don't feed her at night. It gets worse.
One of the folks tying Jin hears this and she's like, "Oh," and then quickly shuffles away to get some distance after Jin is securely tied. But Perla and Donna are undeterred by these antics. Donna leans forward in your face, Lynn.
Yeah, of course she does. Yeah.
You got something of mine?
I think I've got your sisters.
Don't tell her that you gave it to Jing Min. Don't tell her you gave the other one to Jing Min.
All right. And she pats you down. Was it on your person?
Yeah. We haven't been home in who knows how many days.
Yeah, so she retrieves a picture and says, "That's better," and pats you on the head.
Yeah. Be careful. They're going to send you to the glue factory soon if you're not careful. Just so you know, the horse face like that. Or the mashed potato one if you're lucky, because this is ridiculous.
So when she stomps off.
Oh, was Perla that grabbed the picture? Oh.
That was Donna. And Perla's
okay.
Perla says, she's sensitive about the horse face.
Well, if she has one, she should own
Where's
up
the other
to
picture? Just tell me where the picture is. Kumadi raises a hand. Enough. Later. On second thought, we didn't find what was missing on Dear Cho. Search them all. Take their belongings.
No.
And in short order, they recover Sokka's boomerang from your person, Fumi, as well as the glass vial that you have, Amuk.
I wish there were flashbacks in this system.
Or, do you have a thought about this? Yeah?
I very specifically hid it.
Okay, tell me.
Inside the bag of legumes.
Of course.
Yeah. That's why I made a big deal about the bag of legumes.
Where is the bag of legumes, Gus?
It's just on my hip. It's like when we left I arrived Temple Island, I had the bowl of oatmeal and a bag of legumes. is in there, and so
Okay.
they don't find it. They just assume it's a bag of legumes.
In the process of taking stuff from your person, they do remove the bag of legumes, but for now, the vial is undetected. And Perla, being one of the chief people to carry out this order, does not look inside of it. She sets everything on a table and Kumari surveys it coolly. Where is it?
Wouldn't
One
you
of
like
you
to
will
know?
tell me. What's that, Mamook?
Wouldn't you like to know?
She turns to you. You've immediately won her attention, of course.
Mook understandingly knows he can hold up to the torture if it's going to happen. So he's purposely making himself a target to keep his companions safe.
Oh. I wonder if there's a role in there. Yeah.
So I not that I want to give you this, but I feel like that might almost be like an intimidation.
It could be
Intimidation.
It
Yeah.
feels kind of taunty.
Maybe like a needling, maybe.
Yeah. I think I'm going to say, I want to be generous here. This is a rely on your skills and training.
Okay.
This is something that feels easy enough to do given the experiences you've had in life.
So would it fall into the takes one to know one?
Is that a move that you have?
Yeah. So it's whenever I verbally needle someone by finding a weakness in their armor, I get to roll with focus. And then on a hit, I get to ask a question. On a 7 to a 9, they ask one of me as well.
Oh, I think it fits. Let's lean into that.
Okay.
Lean in.
Give me that roll.
Sorry, I just saw what Justin said in the chat.
What did Justin say in the chat? Something inappropriate, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll leave that to the folks who enjoy the chat.
That is an 8 plus my focus makes it a 9.
Okay.
So on a 7 to 9, Kumari gets to ask me one question as well.
Any question, huh?
I'm not sure if it's any question or if it's from my list. So the questions that I have are, what is your principle? What do you need to prove? What could shake your certainty? And whom do you care about more than you let on?
Ooh.
Anyone who lies or stonewalls marks 2 fatigue. On a miss, your attack leaves you exposed. They may ask you any one question from the list, and you must answer honestly.
Okay. Well, you have a hit. Does anyone help this action to be a strong hit? Because you said, what was your number, Amuk?
8, and then after my +1, 9.
So yeah, it's a 9. It's 1 away from 10. Does anyone else say anything to goad Kumari?
Yeah.
We'd never tell you anything, you frigid jerk.
Horseface, frigid jerk.
We all held our breath for a second there.
I love in my mind, in the fiction, with Fumi being who she is, that was like the rudest thing anyone could have ever said to anyone ever. Coming from Fumi, it's like, well, I think we all are just like, oh my god, that was the craziest thing Fumi's ever said since we've
Yeah,
met
when
her.
just called one of the twins horse-faced, it's definitely shocked.
I love it. It's a plus to the roll. So you now have a strong hit. Well, what question would you like to ask first, Amuk?
What could shake Kumari's certainty?
Okay, excellent. So we know the mechanical question. Give me Amuk's question. How would you ask that?
Do you really think what you could do to me to get me to speak is something that's comparable to him?
And are you referring to Cho?
No, I'm referring to the ultimate him in my view, in hopes that she follows up by asking who.
Yeah. She would be curious. Yeah. Compared to who? She looks over at the unconscious captive in a chair.
You had one of your minions take my bag, didn't you? Look in the waist pocket and tell me, who do you think I'm speaking about?
Do as he says. And Perla reaches into the bag and pulls out half of the mask of none other than Amon. Her eyes flash and she looks at you. I didn't realize who I was dealing with.
It might benefit you to just let this one go for now.
I'm afraid it's too much to let go.
Just be warned if you know what you're about to start. I promise I'm never going to stop.
You see in Kumadi's normally unbroken demeanor a bit of fear in her eyes. She steadies herself, but I think you have the answer to your question, Amuk, which is that what might shake her certainty is so powerful a threat as one associated with Amon. And I believe I have to ask a question of you. I just want to make sure we're not missing anything on a strong hit. Is there a special 10 plus mechanic here?
Not that I see on my end. I don't know if it's maybe different on yours.
No.
It just says on a hit, ask one question, and then on a 7 to 9. Oh, you just don't get to ask me a question above a 9.
Ah, I no longer get to ask you a question and force an honest answer, huh? Okay. Well, she gestures to have the mask be put back away out of her sight. I may not be able to do more to you than Amon did, but perhaps I can do more to your friends. And we will cut for tonight.
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
why?
All right, guys, start rolling up new characters. Let's just.
What an exciting turn of events.
That-
All of my post-its are useless to me.
Oh, no.
Don't you love it when that happens?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where the fun and the magic happens, right? So,
Hell yeah.
Still the greatest intro I think we've had to date.
Oh, yeah.
That intro
Yeah,
was
that was
fantastic. Yeah. Not expecting.
That was so good. That was so
It's
good.
so good.
you just did such great work, setting up this like unnecessary over-the-top revenge prank that I was like, that needs more airtime. It just
We
does.
need to revisit that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Well. Thank you,
Like-
everybody, for joining us. What were you going to say?
I feel like Dada and Perla are their worsties.
For sure. We're having probably an inappropriate amount of fun on this show. Thank you for hanging out with us, whether on Twitch or later in Discord. It's so cool to be able to do this. Don't forget, we're going to have, for patrons, a Dustfire Christmas hangout coming up. I'm pulling up my calendar because I didn't do a good job saying of when it was last time. I think I said the next one of like the next year.
It's going to be
So let's go over to that.
next Friday,
Yeah.
December
Yeah,
15th.
the 15th, correct?
Do I have the time? No. Let's see.
It's,
6 p.m.
I know it's
CST.
more
It's
Pacific
fine.
time, but
There it is. 6 p.m. Central Standard Time For those who are on CET, some of our Europe folks will be hanging out from 1 to 3 a.m. It's still a great time to hang out, perhaps the best of times to hang out. For those who celebrate the holiday, Happy Christmas. For those who don't, there are plenty of other cool holidays. Let us know what you're celebrating, and we'd love to celebrate with you. And I just feel like I can't let go of this beautiful episode. So I just kind of want each of you to say one thing of your choice. It can be anything.
Check us out on TikTok.
Kumadi is a frigid jerk.
Stick an arrow in it.
Check us out on TikTok. Stick an arrow in it. What about being a frigid jerk, Fumi?
He is a frigid jerk, so she wasn't wrong.
You're right. You're right, Nikki. You're right. And Gus, the last word. I hesitantly give to you.
Sometimes, the trauma we experience along the way turns into the strongest weapon we have.
Damn.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
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 Musical episode.
Oh no.
We're now on the ending screen on Twitch.